If you're a part of the 1D fandom, then you know that we like to take things to the next level. And I say we because yes, I am a part of the 1D fandom. And don't ask how old I am, I'm young enough. Let's talk about the top 10 times we have lost our ever-loving minds. When Zayn wore his hairband from 1998. I think Zayn was probably, I don't know, a whopping 5 years old when these came out. But those little plastic clippy hairbands that, you know, they kind of claw onto your hair, he wore one and Tumblr kind of broke because of it. All right, number 2 is when Where Do Broken Hearts Go was leaked, and let me just put it out there for you. Allegedly, somebody in Brazil leaked the album. Allegedly, it was a record store that did this, okay? So it was on the shelves early. Some girl in Brazil had all of the power in her hands to leak this entire album. Did she? No, she didn't. She leaked 2 songs, one being Where Do Broken Hearts Go, and it sounded like it was recorded on Zayn's Nokia phone from the late 90s, or possibly a potato, we'll never know. Number 3, who can forget when Harry said that being female was not a prerequisite to be his lover or his mate?
Ria says your favourite traits that you look for in a lady. 4 favourite traits.
Female. It's a good trait.
Not that important.
You know, this has been subject for debate for years now. Larry Stylinson fans, you guys have been going crazy saying that this was basically his way of coming out and saying, I love Louis. But really, I think he was just playing along with the part and having a good time. So don't read too much into that, unless you want to. Number 4 is when Liam mentioned that Niall actually wrote a song on 4 for his girlfriend, Sophia.
He went back and then phoned me up. He was like, hey man, we wrote the whole song about you and Sophia and all this thing. And I was like, okay, cool. And I hadn't heard it yet, so I was like, this is all strange. And I was actually with Sophia at the time, and she loved it, so it was cool.
So maybe Steal My Girl was Liam's message to Niall. Probably not, but Niall did write Illusion for Sophia. Number 5 is when 1989 Taylor Swift's album was released to the public, because basically this entire album depicts the Haylor relationship, whether it's the green eyes, whether it's the Cheshire cat smile, because you know that Harry is from Cheshire, the whole thing, or maybe it's even the song, Style, which is quite literally Harry's last name. Number 6, when Harry accidentally favorited a not safe for work tweet. Most people don't tend to look at favorites, but when it comes to the 1D fandom, we watch them like a hawk. So when this shows up in Harry's favorites, we decide, why not tweet about it? And hey, why not make a hashtag, which was hashtag Harry don't lick anything. Now, Harry did respond to this entire scandal by liking a bunch of photos of kittens and then talking about the weather. So, case closed. Number 7 is the video that was released of Zayn and Louis smoking marijuana in the van on the way to a concert. Now, this really divided the fandom. Some of you kind of lost your ever-loving minds and decided to burn and tear up your Where We Are tour tickets, which, for shame, those cost lots of money. And then the rest of us kind of decided, hey, they're adults, they're allowed to do what they want. They might not be picture perfect, but they're human, and that's why we love them. Number 8 is when The Daily Show called 1D a terrorist group.
I had to log off my own Instagram. They're vicious.
This isn't CNN, this is The Daily Show, so pretty clear that this was all comedy, right? But I understand why some fans were upset. They think that due to Zayn's ethnicity, that's why they were getting the call out. But that's not the case at all. It was just a joke. Number 9 is the British GQ debacle. Now, back before This Is Us premiered, the boys had 5 separate covers of GQ with their faces on them. Harry's tagline happened to be, he's up all night to get lucky. We all know Harry. He's a little flirty, a little cheeky. We know that he likes the ladies. But some of you guys took this to another level and said the publication was trying to make him out to be a womanizer, a man whore, that he was just using women. Obviously, that's definitely not the case. If you read the article, they wrote a very nice piece on each of the boys. And number 10 is the memorial that was set up for the site where Harry Styles puked his brains out. The night before, Harry had probably been overserved. He was at a party with Lily Allen. There are photos of him everywhere stumbling out. And the next day, He says that he went on a hike and they had to pull over on the 101 and he vomited. Now, as we 1D fans tend to do, we took it to the next level. So some of us, not including me, I was not involved in this, set up a memorial for his puke. And let me just say, I'm glad it was a memorial and that none of you try to scrape anything up and sell it on eBay because, hey, I wouldn't put it past you. All right, guys, so those are the top 10 times the 1D fandom lost their ever-loving minds in the past year. I know there are plenty more where that came from, and there's sure to be plenty more in the future. Oh, also, I have a very special giveaway coming up soon. Have some of 1D's makeup line, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned.